Jai Gurudev, everybody. Today is Katyayani-devi, Mahamaya, actually. When we are in Vrindavan, she is the goddess which is worshipped. You know very well, the gopi, they worship Katyayani. That shows that the worship of the Divine Mother is very old. Same, we see Sita Devi, one incarnation before that, she was worshipping Mahamaya also. So in Vrindavan, you know the story which is linked to that, na? To Katyayani-devi. How the gopi were fasting. They were fasting for what? To have Krishna. They were not fasting for anything else. They wanted to have Krishna, each one wanted to have Krishna as their husband. No one tell to each another. Not like nowadays, you have whatever inside of your mind, tak, tak, tak. The whole world know what you are thinking. No? But that time, no. Each one was treasuring something deep inside of their heart. That's why it bare its fruit, you know, because the whole meditation was upon Krishna. They wanted Krishna. Young, middle, old, they all wanted Krishna. And Krishna was for everybody. That's what Maya Katyayani-devi, when she appeared in front of them, said, your wish will be fulfilled. Krishna will fulfill your wish. All of you. Irrespective of what? Because bhakti, that's what he look at. That longing, that devotion. And Katyayani gave that grace of devotion. Like I said, in bhakti, there is no restriction. Bhagavan, what he look at, he look what your heart long for. In the Mahabharata, there is this beautiful story of a king. No, actually not a king, a butcher. A big difference between a king and a butcher. His name was, I'm very bad in name, it will come. Maybe for sure I'm mixing two stories. So there was a Brahmin, actually. So it changed. It will link together, wait. His name was Kaushik. For sure you have heard the story of Kaushik. And the butcher's name was Dharma Yuddha. Dharmavyuddha. You know the story. No? So, this Brahmin was so engaged in his meditation, but he was so selfish. Kaushik was very proud of himself, you know, for all whatever he achieved. He was very arrogant. So, one day as he was sitting in his dhyan, a bird dropped some excrement on him. And he became so angry. And out of his anger, he looked at the bird and he burned the bird into ashes. That was his first, exhibit of his power. He was very happy. And he was marveled at his own glory. You know. You know, when you have not noticed something and you notice something about yourself, you're proud of yourself somehow. So his ego was jumping, you know, because he think that by achieving some siddhi, he have attained everything. So he wanted to show off. So he went to beg in the town. As he was begging, one lady, he went in front of a house, and the lady said to Kaushik, please wait, I have to serve my husband first. You know, because we say, Pati Parameshwar. She was a very dharmic wife, and first she was thinking of her husband. So she said to Kaushik to wait, and Kaushik was waiting. So when she finished with her husband and came back, he was angry. And he was so mad, and he was about to curse her. The lady just said, my dear sadhu, you don't need to be angry with me. I am not a pigeon. I am not a crow. Yeah. So he was shocked. How come? What have happened in secret? That lady knew about it. So he bowed down to her and said, please, guide me. So seeing that the ego have destroyed, he guided him to Dharma of Yuddha. Dharma of Yuddha was a butcher. And he was cutting his meat, was hanging his meat there. When he arrived there, he was disgusted. He was shocked to see. But then he started observing him. He saw that Dharma Yuddha, whatever he will do, he will take the name of Sri Hari. Whatever he will do, his mind was so detached from all the outside things. His mind was so attached to Sriman Narayana. And that impressed him. So he bowed down to him and asked him for instruction. The instruction that he gave to him was, you don't need to run away from this world. Do your duty properly. But remember God in whatever you do. Don't pretend to be somebody else. You know. Be yourself. Because this is a world of pretending. You know. No, you just be yourself. Because of that, you see, he was so engaged in his service, you know, to the Lord, but Bhagwan came to visit him. He had darshan of Sriman Narayana. He had darshan of Krishna. Even in Mahabharata, they talk about him. Imagine, if Bhagwan will look, but he is cutting meat only, do you think he will come to him? No. What he look? He look what he have inside. The gopi, they were not all beautiful. But to the eyes of Krishna, all of them was beautiful. Bhakti make that inner beauty shine. Bhagwan longed for that bhakti. Kumbja, for example, when Krishna went to Mathura, no, there was this hunchback lady, deformed completely. Krishna asked him, give me some of the oil which you are bringing for Kans. Just for this little bit of oil, you know, which she felt so happy to offer to Krishna, in service to Krishna. Krishna, you know, press upon her toe and make her beautiful. And he invited Krishna, come to my house. Krishna said, not now, afterwards. Bhakti is without any norms, Very often we put our limitation. But the gopi were worshipping Katyayani for the only thing, to have Krishna. Children can worship. Dhruva was young, no? But with his devotion, Bhagwan came. Prahlad was very young. Bhagwan came and gave him darshan. Shabari was old. Bhagwan came to give her darshan. And that's what is the beauty of bhakti, When we worship her, not to gain something, not to ask for something which is limited, but we ask for the ultimate. Ask her to make our bhakti more strong. Awaken us, how can we serve him much more? How can we satisfy it? Because service is like that. Very often when people serve nowadays in this world, you see outside when somebody serves, they look first for their own satisfaction. I have done this service. I have done that service. Thinking that I am satisfied about that. No, it's not about you being satisfied. It's about when you're serving. They have to be satisfied now. If they're not satisfied, your service is for nothing. That's why whatever you do with that devotion, it is pleasing to the Supreme Lord Himself. That's what you have to bear in mind. But whatever I do, it is for His sake. It is for His love. And how can I be better in what I do for Him? Not my satisfaction. Who cares about your satisfaction? You care about it. The ego can't be satisfied just like that, no? Greed is endless. It can't be satisfied. More you have, more you will want. Today I was talking with somebody, and I was saying that somebody have like 300, how many? Billion? Something like that. But they want more. You see, greediness never finish. That's what Krishna said, no? Even the whole wealth of the world will be given. It will never be enough. The whole wealth of the universe will be given. It will never be enough. But bhakti, you will see in that simplicity of serving Him, you will have that inner joy inside of you. But it surpasses all kind of joy that you ever know. And this is the beauty of being a bhakta. That is the beauty of being on the path of bhakti itself. When you understand in deepness, like Narada explained, in Narada Bhakti Sutra, he explained how bhakti is. When we talk about the 9 form of bhakti, this is the 9 aspect of Devi. Each aspect of Devi, you see, each aspect of bhakti, when it's awake, it destroyed a certain negativity inside of you. Negativity which you have attached yourself through countless of life. Because what is her aim? Her aim is that, firstly, you be yourself, and secondly, that you attain her beloved Lord. Your beloved Lord. Because her and you is the same. You are nature. You are Prakriti. No? And that Prakriti can love only that Supreme Lord. And that's what she reminds. Look how beautiful nature behind. She's dancing in all her glory. But open up your mind. Open up your heart. For once, be sincere with yourself and look at her. Ask her to grant you that which is deeper inside of you. That what your heart to heart really want. I don't say that he will not test you. He will come and test you because he don't give himself just like that. He like to test people. He, like I said a few days ago, he like your tears. He said to Bhakti Devi, I love tears. When I see the tears in the devotee's eyes, I give the grace of love. The grace of kripa, prema kripa. That's what I give. But don't come and cry miserably. Please take these tears. The tears have to come from the heart, not from the eyes only. It have to be from deep within out. And for that he will test you. I was showing to Aradhaka, in the bhajan we sing, Hari Bhakta Santa. Do you know? Hari Bhakta. There is one saint in it. Which page? 80. Let's see. His name is Rukmangata. No? Have you ever heard of him? No. But yet we sing about him, Rukmangata. It's such a beautiful story actually. Rukmangata was a very pious king and very dedicated to Srimad Narayana. His wife was called Sandhyavali, and he had a son, Dharma Gada. So he was very pious and he was very dedicated to Srimad Narayana. Especially he was so dedicated that he will never miss one Ekadashi. On Ekadashi day, he will fast. He will throughout the day sing the glory of Srimad Narayana. And at night, there will be reading of Bhagavatam and play and everything rotate in continuous reminding of Srimad Narayana. Everybody was saying he's so pious and he's such a model to everybody. So Bhagwan wanted to test him. So he asked one Apsara by the name of Mohini to come. So when the Apsara came in this plane, and the king, Rukmangata, saw her, he was infatuated completely. He wanted her to stay with him all the time. Then Mohini said, well, I will come, but with one condition. You can't say no to me, to whatever I ask you. Never say no to me. If ever you say no to me, I shall leave. I said, wow, such a beautiful eyes of yours. How can I ever refuse? He was infatuated completely. So, all his time was about her. He forgot about his wife. He forgot about his son. So when the next Ekadashi came, this was the test, to test him. Bhagwan ordered Mohini to tempt him. So, like usual, he woke up, he took his bath, and he put his chandan and kumkum on his forehead. And he was about to do his sadhana. So Mohini came, and with a very lustful way, she touched him. And because she did that, his reaction was so violent, because he didn't want. He said, everything have a time. This is my time for my beloved Lord right now. You know, and no matter what, you have touched me in that way, and I don't want to have anything with you right now. Then Mohini said, how dare you say such things? You have promised me, but you will never say no to me. And you have break your promise. I was chaste. I was a very chaste person until you asked me to come and be with you. What about my virtue? I lost my virtue because of you. I don't want to use the other word, but so what will I do with my life now? You have to come with me to the room. I said, no, I will not. No matter what you do, I will not. I said, okay, I will leave. But you will be sorry for that. I said, okay, tell me what should I do to be liberated from that, to be free from that. You know? I said, okay, there's one thing. I will leave your kingdom, I will go. You don't need to do anything, but I demand the head of your son. He had only one son. I want the head of your son. So the king was thinking, shall I break my Ekadashi, or shall I kill my son, beheaded my son? He said, I will not break my Ekadashi. I will sacrifice my son. So he took the sword and lifted it up and was about to slay his son, but Srimad Narayana appeared in front of him. Srimad Narayana gave him darshan for his devotion of not breaking his Ekadashi, for not breaking his devotion to Srimad Narayana, to give up giving temptation. But he have stood, he have darshan of Bhagavan himself. And Srimad Narayana told him, actually Mohini is an apsara. And she was sent to test you. And you have passed the test. And due to that, he took Rukmangata and his wife together to Vaikuntha with the body itself. You see, that is the strength of bhakti, you know. But one will test you, like I said, Mahamaya. This is his potency, you know, his Shakti, which he used. So what his temptation is not to make you weak, you know, actually to make you strong. And this is when you say you are bhakta. Bhakta perceived the Lord in everything. You know, even in his test, the bhakta will not fail. That's why continuously for the past few days I told you, see your mind. You have that choice to perceive things in a positive way or in a negative way. That choice is yours. Use that. The reason God have given you, a brain God have given, nah? You're not brainless people. Sometimes you have to use that brain. God have not given you a brain just like that. So use the reason, reflect upon. and open up. No? That chance which God have given you, it's amazing. But He can't force you. You have to, that willingness, the love is that willingness of giving. No? Nobody can force you to do anything. When you are forced to do something with a gun, convert yourself, otherwise I will shoot you. No, that is not the path of bhakti. Yeah? It's not about that. Yeah? It is that willingness. I want to love you. Love is that willingness, but I am giving to you. And that would be one long. That willingness from your side to give to Him that love. So, let's ask Mahamaya. Let's ask Katyayani-devi to awake that bhakti inside of your heart, That she bless you all like the gopi who long, that not only the gopi, everybody, because like I said, the whole world, the whole world is from her. And that only one longing is only His grace, His love. Not His grace, just ask Him for His love. His grace is a bit too much. Ask Him for His love. That is easily attained. Jai Gurudev.